Services and the Dean of Student Affairs at the University.
The two timeshare draft laws have been officially submitted to Parliament. These two draft laws are: one, the timeshare ordinance itself, so that draft, as well as the ordinance on the timeshare authority. So it's two separate drafts. A lot of work has gone into the preparations of these two drafts. You know, these were initiatives that go back to the previous sitting of Parliament, an initiative by Democratic Party members of Parliament at the time. However, these needed, especially after receiving advice from the Council of Advice, these needed a lot of reworking to be done. And so, just last week, and the second one just yesterday, the drafts that include: one, the draft ordinance itself; two, the elucidation to it; and thirdly, the reaction to the comments of the Council of Advice. Once this package is what it is, with those three documents, the handling in the Parliament of St. Martin can continue and will be scheduled for, to begin with, a meeting of the Central Committee of Parliament. At this time, I want to, and I would do it when I present, or at least when the laws are up for debate as well, but there's so many persons who have been part of the process over the years, and I can mention, I want to mention some of these persons who have been involved and have assisted in the process. Professor Jan de Boer, as you know, has been one. Letvia Arsa Goderick from Puerto Rico. Chris Payne of Colorado. Tom Bell of Florida. Rita Coviello of Indiana. Professor at Law Roel Mertens of the Netherlands. Renee Marcel of St. Martin. And we have Mike Dolente of the Oyster Bay Beach Club. We also have other professionals in the field, Keith Stevenson of Arda Caribbean, and of course, no stranger to us and to the topic, Mr. Jim Rosen of St. Martin and of the Timeshare Association. So these are some, and where the professionals are concerned, the professionals who have worked on this process, and I look forward to the handling of the laws in Parliament. The main points that the new pieces of legislation address are, of course, the legislation for the timeshare is way overdue. That's one thing. We have a practical system for resolution of timeshare consumer protection issues. That is where the authority is concerned, the Timeshare Authority Ordinance. We have built in a bankruptcy protection for all types of timeshare, not just the leasehold version that has been most prevalent on St. Martin and has certain limitations. We have real checks and balances for operation of a timeshare property, from maintenance fees to reserve funds and several other articles that deal with this matter. We also have a full disclosure article for all existing projects and timeshare users, and upfront and continuing disclosure for all new sales. It also makes an end to the deceptive marketing practices, and there's a code of conduct for salespersons with so-called chain responsibility for all involved in the project. And we believe that these laws also offer a fair playing ground for consumers who want to resell their timeshare. So these are just some of the items that the law includes. And of course, as we enter into the debate and we have the meetings, we will continue to explain not only in Parliament but also to the public what all
Life is a journey, full of connections. You're in safe hands, even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas real easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation. That's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacations, even fix your car. You can depend on Island Finance.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. The People's Progressive Alliance goal is to have a strong, stable, and secure St. Martin. People must feel and know that they have control over their own lives. This, dear people, is the kind of public service our party embraces. Today, we reintroduce to you the People's Progressive Alliance, the PPA party, as an official political party. And indeed, we will contest the upcoming elections of September the 26th, 2016. We are willing to shoulder our responsibilities as citizens of St. Martin against great odds. But let me start with a word of gratitude. A heartfelt gratitude goes out, and thank you goes out to my family, close friends, past and present supporters, past PPA candidates, board members, advisors, and their support for their encouragement to contest the upcoming elections. This list will be incomplete without the name of well-known local businessman and party president, Mr. Donald Hughes. Our utmost gratitude and respect goes out to our present PPA candidates and their immediate support. It goes without saying that without you, candidates, we would not be here today. Thank you for stepping out of the box instead of just thinking out of the box. Our gratitude goes out as well to the Electoral Council and all who have been instrumental in their guidance to make this effort a reality. Thank you all for your prayers from the bottom of my heart. Fellow citizens, allow me to briefly share with you some history. PPA started as a party in 2003 when we were elected into office in the Island Council from 2003 to 2007. Our representation, albeit in opposition, as a one-person fraction, was done with passion, with dedication, and with commitment. The issues we championed were good governance, accountability, our dire financial situation, safety, and not to forget, especially at the time, our constitutional status, to mention a few. PPA regrettably lost its seat in the Island Council elections of 2007. And while we were not able to get one of the 3 seats in the January 2010 last federal elections of the then Netherlands Antilles, we never turned our backs on the people. In the summer of 2010, the PPA was asked and worked with what became the United People's Party, the UP Party. It was a critical stage in our constitutional history. 10-10-10 was at our doorsteps. The majority of the PPA board and candidates supported that step. We complied and delivered to the best of our ability under that umbrella as members of the legislative branch of government, the first parliament of Country St. Martin. I was honored and grateful for the opportunity to help establish from scratch this highest institution of governance and served our country as its first president or chairlady. Fellow citizens, I take this moment to thank the UP leader, the board, and candidates for the opportunity to work and serve our country during this period as a member of the UP Party. I resigned from the UP Party in November 2015. On June 20th, 2016, the PPA was duly registered in the National Gazette as a political party. That's a milestone. Ladies and gentlemen, radio listeners and televiewers, a core component of our message and reasons for being here is inclusion. People feel left out. So the words we and together are important. In order to move forward to have a strong, secure, and safe St. Martin, you must get involved in the process. Be active and let this election become an election for change, for inclusion, for uplifting, for collective advancement. PPA has an exciting and workable plan. We are here to create value, to support, and to deliver. We believe that small is beautiful and that development should be inclusive, starting with what is locally available, no matter your position in society.
Oh my, what an inventory list, and so unnecessary. But wait, your home contents are all insured by Be Sure. That means that you determine the amount you want to insure. No inventory list, no hassle.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Bob, I can understand why you're parking so carefully. Of course, when you can get 80% discount on your Be Sure car insurance. But that's overdoing it, Bob.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Yeah!
Here we go. This is freedom, this is life. Happiness is all I'm seeking. Carpe diem, I'm seizing every day, not just the weekend. Here's to all the good times that have come to last. Here's to living in the now.
When you can afford what you crave, life just gets so good.
Alive and I'm feeling good, so good, so good, so good. Hey, I'm gonna live my life, feeling good, so good, real good, so
KFC, so good for everyone.
These are the doors that never close. These are the hands that make a difference. These are the walls that could tell countless stories of helping and healing, of storms weathered, of change and growth, of a place where life begins, where hearts are mended, and where hope grows stronger. For more than a quarter of a century, the physicians, medical professionals, and staff of St. Martin Medical Center have combined advanced medical technology and compassionate care to bring a world of medicine to our friends, neighbors, and visitors to the island of St. Martin we all call home. As proud as we are of what we have accomplished, we believe there is still much work to do to continue a proud tradition of providing everyone in our community with the latest technology, the best medicine, and the most exceptional care. St. Martin Medical Center, celebrating 25 years of serving, caring, healing.
Good evening, everyone. I am Stefan Moore, the Interim Vice Provost for Access and Enrollment Services and the Dean of Student Affairs at the University of the Virgin Islands. I am very excited to be here with our counterparts at the University of St. Martin to celebrate their 22nd commencement exercise this evening, where they are graduating a large number of individuals to go out into the community and to enrich and provide the worth of knowledge and strength and encouragement back on their mainland of St. Martin. And as well as we are also excited about the partnership that the University of St. Martin and the University of the Virgin Islands have together, the UVI at USM, where we want to work together and partner in educating the youth of the Caribbean all over.
I would like to congratulate the graduates of the UOC USM program, the class of 2016. It's been a pleasure teaching you, coming to St. Martin, learning from you, and I hope that we will get good ambassador from you so we can get more students to join our program and to continue and to celebrate even more in the future. Congratulations.
Okay, for me it's a pleasure to be here in St. Martin again, and I want to congratulate all the graduates and all the best in the future, and hopefully we can continue to work together in the future with the University of St. Martin. Thank you.
All right. Honor for me as well to congratulate the students who began the program in 2012. It was an interesting journey. We have come to this end. Hopefully they will continue with these endeavors in pursuing more studies. And we hope to be part of the further enhancements of their careers and also their studies and educational process. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Marvis Koeman. I'm very happy to be here for the second group of the students that finished our program, and we hope that in the future we will be able to offer more programs to St. Martin students. Thank you very much.
I would like tonight to address my students. Now, I'm sure that the burning question that has to be on your mind is, what exactly did the USM in these years that you've been studying here, what have we sought? Have your professors, Mr. Erwin Wolthuis, Mr. Jan Verbeek, Angelo Brassau, Michael Benjamin, Dr. Natasha Gittins, Marva Sam, Lucretia Lynch, two MPs that teach you, Maurice Lake and Tamara Leonard, and the many others, what have they actually sought to instill in you? Now, you might think that it was primarily to make you a creative and very smart accountant, or that it might have been to make you the most hospitable manager in a tourist establishment, or to make you the brightest and best primary or secondary school teacher. And I believe that is not the most important thing that they try to instill in you, because education is not solely about economics. Education is about creating conscious citizens. So what they have sought to instill in you is actually to interrupt something that is taking place here on St. Martin and taking place throughout the wider world. And that actually is a situation in which upward mobility is becoming difficult for individuals that are not born with a golden spoon in their mouths. In such a situation, you actually turn on the TV, you go to Instagram, you go to Facebook, and you see the modern-day tricksters, the modern-day compananzis, as you would call them, the anansis. The modern-day compananzis are persons such as Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Dexter Dabbs, these figures that we all like, but what are they actually teaching us? Usually they're saying, education is not so important. What is important to climb the social ladder is that you have a trick and that you have a fairy godmother or godfather. That is presenting all kinds of educational institutions on the primary, secondary, and on the university level with a challenge. What are we going to do? And sitting with your professors, the Dean of Academics, myself, we have said it is important to break that. To say what you learn is actually to become a very good accountant, a very good school teacher, a very good business manager, someone who is excellent in service as far as hospitality is concerned. But just as important, you actually have to be a conscious citizen, making sure that you pave the way for others who are coming behind you. That you will make it possible for everyone here on St. Martin that is willing and works hard, that they too can climb that social ladder. That the person whose mother cleans the hotels right now, that she still can believe that one day her son and daughter, if she saves every nickel and dime, will be able to climb and perhaps one day be the manager of those hotels, these hotels on the island, will climb and perhaps be the coming prime minister.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
For one, this year is going to be much more, the intensity is going to be higher. We're looking at a big crowd every night. And we're looking at lots of funds and great competitive games because we have Tortola and we have St. Kitts who really want to participate in this. Then we have Aruba who reinforced, and then you know you have America, which they lost last year and it did not sit good with them. So now the neighborhood team coming, this is the next team from America, and possibility we have Anguilla coming across to redeem themselves from what happened last year. So we're looking at a stiff competition this year. As for the events, we have lots of prizes for the fans to come out and get. So we do invite the whole public to come out and support the local players and international players, because it's not for only for just watching. You get things, you get little prizes, you'll be entertained.
What time do the games start each day?
The games will start at 6 p.m. nightly and 12 to 12 p.m.
It's a pleasure having French St. Martin and Dutch St. Martin this morning. While walking into the studio, I had to merely stop these guys because what I'm hearing from both teams, both of them going to represent St. Martin in total. But what I'm saying to them is, they are saying they're ready, but this tournament is going to be a tournament of a height. It's not even about the money anymore in this tournament, the way we're looking at it. This is about bragging rights, because the messages we've been getting from the overseas team, the comments we've been getting from the overseas teams, they have taken this thing to another level. So I know these two guys, these two teams, French and Dutch team, are locked in battle already. St. Kitts is coming prepared for Dutch St. Martin. Tatola is coming with their eyes set on the French team that dethroned them last year from their championship. So I know this year Battle of the Fit is going to be at a different level. It's going to be almost like NBA frenzy this year. Also, coming to these games, it's only going to be $3 to get inside. $3 to get you inside, and you can watch all the games for the $3.
And get prizes.
And we're gonna have one of the most giveaways that can ever give away during basketball. We're gonna be giving away at least 10 gifts every night. So once you pay $3, you got a chance of taking home something. Whether it's a dinner stay, whether it's an airline ticket, whether it's a shopping spree, whatever, but you must take home something. At least 10 people will take home something every night.